Show me some love, man.
You're just out here flexing.
What a nerd.
Thank you so much.
Disgusting.
It's mature.
Don't cut this out of edit. Leave that in there.
This is the red carpet treatment brought to you by the Brit Awards with Mastercard. Listen, Che Walton Grant.
Che.
Che.
After Che Guevara. You know what it is? My mum likes to think of herself as a freedom fighter.
For real?
Yeah. But it's a good moral footing to start on, I think, though.
You've been telling everyone your name's Aj.
Aj, yes, Aj.
Aj Tracey.
Aj Tracey, yeah.
This is a list of headlines of your career, and one of the headlines is that you love Jersey Shore.
That's random that's on there, but yeah, I love Jersey Shore.
So where did your love for Jersey Shore begin?
I don't know how old I was, bro, but I was like 18 maybe, somewhere along them lines. So I seen the advert for it and I'm like, oh, it looks like trash TV, but it looks funny though. Cool, I'll give it a watch. Started watching it and then I'm seeing these, man, and they're all roided up and wham, and I'm like, why am I skinny? Like, what's going on here? Started going gym, then I'm watching that and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to tan, obviously, I'll make sure. I don't do the gym tan laundry, you get me? Because I'm already tan, so we can skip that one.
Yeah, of course.
Hold tight, you lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, obviously, because I'm that age, it's all about getting girls looking good, turning up, da-da-da. As I got older, I'm like, yeah, cool, this is trash TV, but it stayed with me as I'm growing up. I'm like, I'm just going to check in and watch the new season. Because really, I'm growing up with the characters, you get it? So as I'm watching it, they're kind of growing up and changing. It just stuck with me, bro. And when I watch it back now, it just reminds me of being that age, you know what I'm saying?
It's one of the first proper reality shows like that when it's just pure carnage, right?
Bro, it was pure. I was watching it the other day and I thought, half of the stuff you lot are saying here, you could never say on TV today. Like,
bro,
you could never,
people don't understand how much culture's changed in the last 15 years. It is crazy.
A lot. Some for the good, some for the worst, but you know what I'm saying?
You got This Is For Me? You not got any pre-made ones?
No pre-made.
You haven't got like a pre-made rap battle for me in your head?
No.
You don't do that?
That's cheap, bro.
Neither do I.
It's cheap.
I don't do that.
You know what that's like? You know when you make a song with someone,
Yeah.
and you send them a verse and your verse is on it and you hear their verse and then you change your verse.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheap, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
When's that
cheating
happens?
a little bit.
Give me the goss.
It's happened still. It happens all the time.
You're not allowed to respond.
If me and you do a song and I send you an open verse and you can hear my bit and you go, okay, cool, we went
And then
ham.
you level it.
And you go, so let's say you spin me on the track.
Wow.
Then I hear it back and I'm like, yeah, you spun me, I'm gonna change my verse. That's not allowed, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's un-PC in the music
It's
world.
not, you're not following the rules, bro.
When are you releasing the book of rap strategy? When's that coming out, bro? I need to know, understand the guidelines of rap feature strategy. That's
No,
crazy.
that one's a solid rule. If you ask anyone, everyone knows that rule, bro. That's a solid rule still.
Well, you would be talking about features a lot because you've not released an album in about 5 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't.
Why not?
It's done though, it's done. When my album's finished, it's usually finished way before it comes out because I'm waiting for features. That's not my fault. The good features are worth waiting for, do you know what I'm saying? It's the truth, do you know what I'm saying? Like when people see who's on the tape, it's people that I've chosen. Respectfully, they're all massive as well, but not because of their status or whatever. It's because they're cold.
That. Do you send them a golden ticket in the post?
Nah.
They just open it up and be like, you have been selected. But do not redo your verse.
You know what? It's crazy as well because I got a singer on there and the singer spun me on the track, but like I wanted to redo my verse, but I remember the rules and I wasn't sure if the rules apply against singers as well, but it does. I think it does.
Of course. Did it take longer than you expected?
I like taking my time, man. I don't feel like there's a rush, I'll be honest.
That was like a very much like end of the noughty, start of the tens. You get a couple of years in between.
You know what it is? I'll be honest, it's that I'm not doing it to be like mysterious or anything. I'm on my Insta posting, like I'm on my, you can see me online, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being mysterious. It's just that I want to take my time and make sure the product is something that I can look back on when I stop doing music and be like, I'm proud of that and I'm happy I put it out like that. Not like, oh, I felt the pressure of TikTok and the pressure of I need to do this and that's all dead.
Do you worry?
Yeah, of course. I'm a human. I'm a human. Of course I worry. Yeah, of course I do. But it's not about, I don't worry about if people like the music or not, because I think the music's good quality. I worry more about if I'm doing the right thing by, you know, following my artistry rather than complying to the masses and just putting music out every week.
I hear that.
Which I know I am doing the right thing, but as a human, obviously, I still think, maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe I should.
It's a battle between like artistic integrity and like the reality of the industry.
You know how it is, bro. You know how it is, bro.
I do a little bit. I remember when we dropped our second album back in the day and everyone was telling me that it was a difficult second album. And I assumed that it was the writing of the album that would be difficult. But what I realized was actually it's the releasing of the album that's difficult because you're not new anymore.
Yeah.
Did you experience the same thing with your second album?
So I knew that it was going to be like that. So what I did is I made a concept album instead. Obviously, it's called Flu Game. You know what I'm saying? Basketball themed, Michael Jordan themed. But in my personal opinion, this is not me on some crazy artistic rant, but I think that the UK rap scene isn't really ready for concept albums. So when I did that, knowing that they're not really ready for concept albums, it's like it took the pressure off it being a difficult second album because I'm not new and people more focused on the rollout and the theme of the album, do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I just look back on that and I'm like, yeah, that's sick that I done that. I had the balls to do that rather than just do what everyone else does, you know what I'm saying? Just make a Ladbroke Grove part 2 and do this part, that, and then just have the same bait features and that's all crazy. Do you see like, when you step outside the box and make something else, people come up to you and be like, you get the like random people that you rate, like the tastemakers that you actually rate, coming up to you and saying, oh, I like what you did there. Do you know what I'm saying?
It sounds as though you've had a conflicting experience with Ladbroke Grove.
Do you know what it is? Ladbroke Grove was so big and I never expected it to be that big. So because it was, it's
blessing
like, it took me
curse,
back.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Blessing and a curse, bro. It's crazy because the way people look at it is like, oh, that's a commercial song. But the funny thing about that is I grew up in the ends with my mum. My mum's a DJ. She used to play garage and jungle all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I grew up on them kind of drum patterns and that kind of music. That's authentic to me. That's not me trying to make anything commercial. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah, 100%.
So when I put that on the album, a couple people, I'm not going to bait anyone out because they're going to look silly, but a couple people around me were like, yeah, I don't know about that one, bro. It's a little bit. I'm saying, okay, we'll see in it. And when I dropped it, I seen like the people who I rate. So I seen like Mo Stack and Dave and them, and were saying, yo, that one's kind of hard. And then it went off, but it was a slow burner. So when it went off, I'm thinking, rare, like, this has been out for a minute. Why have you lot decided to make this go off now? But I'm happy, obviously.
Do you know why?
It's a banger, innit?
No, but it was sometimes it could be like an advert placement or like
no, it was.
a radio
no, it is.
plug.
I think it's more of the radio started spinning it. Yeah. And I think the reception to it on radio was like, oh.
Also,
like,
wasn't it the timing seasonally? I remember
the timing seasonally was great. And then I had this one clip of me performing at a festival in, I believe it was Scotland, and the crowd was going mental. So because of that, it's like everyone's like, oh, okay. If I had made something that it doesn't sit right with my artistry and it was massive, I would have felt worse than if I made something. Do you know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, it's like, I don't mind making more garage rhythms. That's cool with me. I have no problem with that. You're asking for something that I don't mind giving you. So that's okay. If it was music I was like a little bit against, you know, like, oh, I've got a commercial hit here, but I don't really like it.
Yeah.
It would have been peak. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
So it was all right. It was all right,
man. I
do
find that so fascinating though, because it's like, it only becomes pop once it's put in a different context.
Yeah, facts. If that was just being played in the raves with the man, then everyone would, oh, it's a little underground banger. But as soon as it's on the radio, it's people, this song again, do you get?
I see that in your career, man. That experience of like suddenly being in a space, in the pop space, having had no plans to be there. It's a wild one.
Scary for sure, scary, bro. Because the way as well, it's like I had to start changing not the way I talk. I don't want to say like I'm some bad person or whatever, but just see like, when we're from the ends, bro, there's certain things that we've learned and the way that we act, and it's not appropriate, you know what I'm saying? And you have to start learning to be in public and be media trained, so to speak. So now when I'm with my brethren, if they're acting up, I'm like, yo, guys, hey, behave.
Did you get media trained?
No, I trained myself. I just sat there and thought, what should I say? What shouldn't I say?
How do you media train yourself? Did you watch videos of early Rizzle kicks?
Yeah, do you know, I actually did. I watch how footballers give you the runaround when they answer questions, and that's what I just started doing.
Footballers, I couldn't think of a worst example of interview answers than footballers.
But that's why they're good, because you might hate that they give you those answers, yeah, but they've never given away anything.
At the end of the day, the boys had a good game. How many days it ended? Bro,
you see when you give that kind of answer, you're in control though.
It's mature.
Do you know what I'm saying? They can't manipulate anything you've said because you've given them only what you want to give them.
I think one of the biggest complaints of the last 6 years since rap has been pop is like the lack of energy artists are putting into their live performance.
Yeah.
You played the Pyramid stage at Glastonbury, which is
sick, man.
huge.
That was crazy.
And you brought out a full live band, bro.
That's a once in a lifetime experience, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Literally, every time I get certified for like a gold record or whatever, platinum record, I'm excited, as excited as the first time it happened, because it's a blessing. And like where we come from, this is not regular. When I was a little kid rapping my little bars behind that West Block in Holland Park School, I was never thinking that I'll be on Pyramid stage with a live band, you get? So you got to live the moment and enjoy it and give people your best performance, bro. But that's sincerely how I feel. So when I came out with that band, it's like my mum, I'm going to speak about her a lot, bro, because she's my favorite person. But my mum basically...
That's too wholesome for this. Say something.
But she basically, she was a DJ, but she grew up on like rock, so like Sex Pistols and whatnot. So she instilled rock music into me, do you get me?
Yeah.
So when I've always seen people performing with a live band, you know, I'm like, yo, rap and rock, it actually does. People don't like it, but it does mesh, you know what I'm saying?
People don't like it?
Nah, some people don't like it, bro. Yo, leave rock alone, bro.
Also, you're West, innit? Like, and you've been West, so obviously when Damon comes knocking...
The GOAT.
Gorillaz. Latin are massive.
So obviously I've done a song with Gorillaz quite recently, yeah?
Yeah.
Good song, great song, banger. Loved working with them.
Yeah.
Sick, yeah? Cool, Damon's a legend. When I was younger, I was well behaved in school, despite what anyone might think. And in music, because of my good behavior, they were like, cool, we're going to take a group of the students from a certain tutor set and we're going to give them a special surprise. The surprise was that the Gorillaz needed a group of kids to dance on stage at the Brit Awards with them. So I've said to my mum, I was like, cool, I want to stand out on stage, so I want a pink tracksuit. So I walked on stage and it worked because everyone was wearing white, black, navy. Bam, I'm there, fitted backwards, pink tracksuit, yeah? Going crazy, yeah? But what's crazy about that is that day, it's like, I got to meet the Gorillaz and perform with them. And then obviously, I always lived in the same place. So they're one road behind me. I never knew their studio was there, but then when I grew up and started making music, got to go to their studio. If you add everything together, like, man's performed at the Brits, get me, been nominated a couple times, getting certified, made a tune with the Gorillaz, it's all like a big circle, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
crazy. Backstage as well, I met Missy Elliott, who I was a massive fan of.
She's the GOAT.
And I'm on a song with Missy Elliott and Amine, imagine that.
You're just out here flexing.
Bro, it's crazy.
Gorillaz and Missy Elliott, you're trying to steal my dreams, bro.
Bro, crazy, bro.
And yet you've won nothing.
Yeah, speak.
2021, you perform with Heady. You perform with Heady. That
was cold. Yeah, it was cold.
That was cold. 5 times nominated.
Yeah, crazy.
I've heard they're actually just taking the piss out of you.
They might be still.
Like, for real, just to see
still.
how many times you'll come and just not get anything.
No, you know what it is? I'm grateful for the acknowledgement, bro.
6th time's a charm.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Do you feel as though you were hard done by for any of those?
No, I don't, to be honest.
For real?
Bro, I'm not trying to be nonchalant or anything like that, bro. I don't put too much into it, as in, I would love to win a Brit, but also, if I don't win a Brit, I'm still grateful, do you know what I'm saying? You can't show a fan an award and say, you have to like my music because I have this. But flip it, yeah. You can say, like, fans are going to say, he hasn't won an award, but I rate his music, though. But the other way around doesn't exist. You can't say he's got an award, so I rate his music. There's no such thing.
Brit award winning.
Yeah, no, it sounds good, bro. It sounds great, bro. I'll be honest. It sounds great.
Yeah.
It does sound good.
I wouldn't know.
It does. Like, hey, you're funny still.
Yeah, bro, Brit award losing for artists. Let's go. Let's go. I do think we need to have a moment amidst the silliness to fully acknowledge the independent thing, though, because what you did with your team, it changed the way in which labels wanted to interact with artists going forward.
100%.
And where you guys went was so far so that you were cover of Music Week, which is an insider's magazine, right?
I remember, I think it was 2019, yeah, when you look at the end of the year market share. When my name was on the market share, the labels wasn't happy about that, bro. Because then you got people saying to their VPs and that, yo, why isn't my man in the building though? Can't we just throw a bag at him? It's not even about like, oh, can we make money off AJ? I'm sure people would make money off me, but it's like, can we have his market share as our market share?
As our market share,
yeah. And then it means like the new young kid who's coming up who rates me will be like, oh, we got him, so if you come over here, and it makes sense. It does make sense, end of the day, bro. But
and you stayed independent?
Yeah, I'm independent still, bro.
I mean, that's mad because at this point you would have been offered crazy numbers.
But the thing is, I've definitely been offered some crazy numbers, but the way you got to look at it is like, you see when you work hard for something, the reward tastes 100 times better, bro. That's just the truth. I'm not even being like a hippie enough, but it's actually true, you know what I'm saying? So when you grind and you get to the top and you're like, yo, man, got a platinum record, triple platinum record on my own, like, it's crazy, bro. I don't want to take away from any artists that are signing because there's nothing wrong with signing.
That's wherever possible.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever works for you, every artist is different. Whatever works for you, then you go do that, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone thinks I'm mad anti-label. I'm not anti-label. Just labels just don't offer good deals. If they offer me a great deal, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yuck. Disgusting. Disgusting.
It's just hot.
Where's Ree? Where's the jacket? Bring me the jacket.
What is that?
You understand?
What is that?
This is how my squad are rolling. This is how us man rolled. You get it?
What squad's that?
Yeah, good one. There's one thing that separates my club from your club.
Do you believe right now that Spurs is better than Arsenal? It's a music podcast, sorry.
You lot are like so delusional.
I've never actually spoken with somebody so vicious about Arsenal in my life. What do you
Arsenal
mean?
bigger than Barcelona.
No, but like...
No, stop. Don't backtrack now. That's what you said, bro. Don't cut this out of edit. Leave that in there. I want everyone to hear what you said.
Anyway, this isn't a football podcast.
Yeah, no, we got to...
Outside of loving Spurs and thinking that you guys won anything in the last 10 years, what else do you do? You like anime?
When I was a little kid, I got into anime because whenever I had a bad day outside of the house, I'd just come home and watch Dragon Ball Z to fix everything.
I hadn't had any engagement with anime past Pokemon and a bit of Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid, because I never had like cable television. When I'm watching Attack on Titan, everyone's just screaming at each other.
But you see those kind of animes, the action ones, there's also ones that are like called like slice of life, which is like lifestyle animes that are chilled. They're very chilled. Like you can just watch them. It's just about life and romance or whatever.
Is it?
Or there's the action ones where they're just all bloody and stabbing each other up and whatever. It's up to you.
Anime seems to be quite popular amongst like Black British culture.
But you know what it is? It's become cool now. But people used to get onto me like, oh, you're a nerd. Why do you watch that? Like,
is it?
Yeah, of course. Now it's like, well, you don't watch anime. What a nerd.
You're a nerd if you don't watch anime.
Yeah, no, it's flipped. It's 180, bro. It's completely different.
Toured all over the world. Literally everywhere.
Best crowd in the whole world is, I would love to say London. It's not London though. It's not like they're way too spoiled. It's got to be between Manchester. Yeah. I love Manchester. Dublin.
Yeah.
But Amsterdam as well. Amsterdam's quite crazy. New York's an honourable mention. Because I feel like the crowd reaction shouldn't be...
You've done your own show in New York?
Yeah. New York shouldn't be as lit as it is, that might be me just like hating on myself, but you know, like, cool, I do my thing, but the amount of energy and love they're showing me in New York,
yeah, that's
I was like,
crazy.
I don't know if it should be this, guys, take time, like, you know what I'm saying? New York rocks with England heavy, but also on the East Coast, they rock with our culture a lot more than on the West Coast.
Yeah, the London gigs is an interesting one because we say that about London crowds. They've got a lot of gigs to watch. Sometimes they can be a bit stush, but actually, there must be a vibe. Like, when you played Hammersmith, come on. You didn't feel it in Hammersmith.
Spoiled, man. London's too spoiled, bro. Hey, if you're a fan of ours, yeah, and you ever come to one of our London shows, yeah, take what we're saying, take it in, because it's serious. Stop being spoiled. I see too many, yeah, it's just AJ, he's from around the corner. Like, bro, show me some love, man. Do you get me? Show me some love. But look, when you go to Cardiff, you go to Dublin or something, it's crazy. When you go to Australia, how am I forgetting Australia? What am I talking
Australia's
about?
crazy.
When you go to Australia, they're so gassed, you're even just there.
Yeah.
The mic makes a little, the little feedback, and they're like, oh.
Of all your interviews ever you've had, where does this rank?
Top 300 for sure.
Oh, man.
My guy.
Thank you, bro. AJ Tracey, everybody. Let's
My
go.
guy.